Hi guys, so something a bit different from me today. So I've been into design for quite some time now, and I'm going to be mixing up the design work for music related brands and incorporating visual effects. So let's jump in now to my first project and I'll show you what I've been working on, which is a brand redesign. So this is the first project, guys. It's for a drum and bass label called Rebel Music. If you know your UK drum and bass, you've probably come across them. Some quite dark drum and bass mixed with very soulful drum and bass. And they built a solid following on Instagram, and they've got about over 6k followers. So really good record label, but I just thought the logo didn't quite carry the same weight as the music. So looking at the original logo, with full respect to whoever designed it, there were some key issues. The stencil style typeface was quite bland and didn't have much character. It lacked the punch that you'd expect from a label called Rebel Music. The background graphic, I wasn't even sure what it was at first, so visually it looked a bit muddy at all sizes and just didn't hold up across platforms, I thought. And for a brand with this much energy, I thought they could do something with a lot more energy and a lot more intentional. So as soon as I saw it, I knew exactly what I needed: a stronger logo mark, something symbolic. So here's the new logo I came up with. As you can see, the raised fist made perfect sense. It's about underground music, community, independence and unity. I kept the type bold and geometric, especially the Rebel lettering. It's outlined to stay clear on dark backgrounds and sharp in motion. Music sits underneath in a simpler weight, and it works whether it's on a screen or a record sleeve. Now the simpler version is what I'd call the main logo. It reads instantly at small sizes and has enough presence to carry across platforms. And then there's the alternative version here, which is the sort of nod to roots culture. And this version would be good for vinyl releases, physical formats, or any time you want to lean into that heritage vibe. So we'll jump into Illustrator now and take a quick look at how I made the logo. So just to quickly show you how I came up with this logo, I went into Illustrator and I started messing around with a few fonts. I came up with these initial ideas using this font here and then extending out the R and curving everything off, and then this came out naturally in the font, so I copied this over to the E and the L on the end and just started messing around with a few ideas. A bigger font, slightly more thicker, and then from there I started getting the idea for the main logo. So I had the fist in the circle and the Rebel actual font there that I've basically stretch out and put a outline on. And then I've got the brand assets, the record, started forming out those, and that's how it started out basically, this font with the music underneath and the fist. And then I went on to build the brand assets and the main logo, which became this one with a slightly thicker stroke around it and the see-through fist in the circle centered there, and the different font, the music underneath. And then you got the Rebel main logo, the Rebel record, and as you can see I started building out these with the color palette and chose the sort of neon with the black on top of the neon. Thought that really was quite impactful. And then from there I started going into the dub variant version of the logo. So the Rebel music against the flag there, and the dub representing the dub culture. I didn't use this one in the end, thought it was a little bit too complicated. And then I quite like this one though, the record. So that became one of the brand assets. And yeah, so that was the sort of methodology of coming up with the design. Then to finish it off, I created two pieces of motion, a quick Instagram reel with reactive visuals synced to the audio, built to hit fast and stay memorable. And a 3D version of the logo that delivers more cinematic high-end brand look, perfect for intros, video drops or live visuals. And so yeah, that was the first brand project I worked on, and sort of first step into building visual systems that actually move with sound. And that's the whole aim of this, not just being another generic logo producer, but build audio brand systems really. So if you're looking for a brand and want something audio reactive or something visual that actually connects with the audience and shows your music in the best form, drop a comment or DM me. Thanks for watching, and yeah, more design, more music and more behind the scenes coming soon.